Hello everybody, I am the Wasteland Viking and welcome back to Shadowrun Returns. Now, it's been a long time since I've even touched this game, since I've even launched this game, due to streaming and actually yeah, that's about it, and just life in general. I've been focusing on my streaming and I'm almost there with what goal I'm wanting to do, so really happy about that. I'm also on a new computer and everything, so everything's running beautifully. Built my first PC a couple months ago and it's been awesome. So just spectacular. It looks beautiful. It is awesome. It is beautiful. But anyway, let's get into it. So since my time away, I haven't looked at any of the videos or anything like that. As far as views go, this series hasn't had a whole lot. My Gladius series has had more views than this one, but which I'm okay with. I'm still going to do this. I love it. It's fun. What was it? I edited the last episode that I actually uploaded not that long ago. Like last week, I think, or I think it was over the weekend. And yeah, so from what I remember last time, we went and got the sample for Agent Aegis, if I remember right. And yeah, so do a bit of a quick save here. Project Aegis, that's what I meant. Project Aegis. Got the sample for that from Mr. Silver Something's office. And on our escape and way out, we got intercepted by one Mr. McCluskey, who we don't like. I don't like him. Nobody likes him. But we are supposed to talk to James Telestrain III. So from the floor of the Lone Star cruiser, right? Lone Star is the police force. You watch the tops of the downtown corridor's office buildings disappear, replaced by the gray overcast over the I-90 bridge, the nylon restaurants binding your wrists and ankles along... Oh, restraints. The nylon restraints binding your wrists and ankles, along with McCluskey's whistling to the radio, make for an unpleasant ride. A half hour later, the cruiser hits a whisper-smooth patch of road and a magnificent mansion fills your view. Its design, a blend of old-world finery and elvish grace. The car pulls to an abrupt halt, and you're dragged onto the driveway where McCluskey pulls a nasty-looking knife and cuts your bonds. You look up to see you're surrounded by a squad of green-clad ghosts, special forces troops from Tyre Terengir. I don't know. This is like another one of those things where the worlds and things like that kind of cross over, and I don't know what's what or what they mean. So you'll have to forgive me for my lack of Shadowrun knowledge. But massaging the feeling back into your thumb extremities, you prepare to meet the man himself, James Telestrain III. Alright, so it's just us, it looks like. Yeah, so we've upgraded some of our drone control and drone combat in our armor, which I think is due to our outfit and things like that. Armor 8, yeah, drone control and combat +1. We also got some new buddies here. Strato 9. And the Robodoc, which took me a second to figure it out, but I think I got it. But we also started getting into some shaman stuff, so we got a spell going on. And our charisma is actually pretty high. But we did a little bit of that, stuff like that. So yeah, fun stuff. Now we're up to, I think it's 3. Yeah, 3 action pool is our thing, and also need to watch out for essence and magic with all that kind of stuff. So hit points are also decent. But anyway, let's talk to McCluskey. McCluskey smirks. Want some advice, moron? Of course you don't. You're a Shadowrunner and you live by your own rules, don't ya? Yeah, sort of. I suggest you keep your smart-ass remarks to yourself this time, dwarf. Mr. Telestrain isn't some street meat you can impress or intimidate. He's the brains behind the throne of Tengir, I don't know, and one of the richest men in Seattle. And also another thing, I also got a new microphone. Actually, I've had this mic even before I built this PC. But anyway, so also audio differences, which I think sound way better than my old one. Anyway, and he holds your leash, right? Should I be impressed? Richer than hell, elves take a dump the same way I do. I could be a jerk. I could be a smartass. Yeah. His eyes widen, then his smirk gets even broader. That's the right attitude, chummer. You're just the same as Mr. Telestrain. Yes, you are. The only difference is that you got no money and you got no power. So tell me again, Drek for brains, what is it you got? Free will. I do. You're dumber than I thought. Enjoy your chat. I'll dispose of your body later. Ooh, shit. Okay. Mr. Quoth. Yeah. Fun stuff. The tall, fussy... Oh. I mean, I don't like elves that much to begin with. So, seeing this, the very posh kind of elves just make it even worse. The tall, fussy elf with the air of a Victorian butler studies you from far above your diminutive height before he speaks. He doesn't like what he sees. Mr. Telestrain is expecting you. You will find him in his office. Feels like my monitor's crooked or something, or it's just not level lined up right. I don't know. It feels weird. What's going on? Thank you, Jeeves. You as butler? I am. Mr. Quoth. Yeah, Quoth. His head of household. Mr. Telestrain is waiting for you in his office. He is not one to be kept waiting. Am I supposed to follow him, or...? Oh! Algernon! I'll talk to him later, but Algernon is from the Shadowrun. From the Seamstresses Union. If I recall correctly. James Telestrain III. As you approach, James Telestrain III looks up from the computer screen built into the surface of his desk and assesses you. Calculating and cold, a practiced smile comes to his face. He vibes the kind of rich you don't get from Trivid. Not the clothing or the trappings or the bow before your better's mansion. It's something else, the feeling that you're being categorized as a resource or liability. Or a pawn. We could be a pawn in his game. Oh. I've been reviewing the results of your visit to my Seattle office last night. I admit, they are impressive. So let me guess, he's like, hey, your skills are good. I need you to do this one thing. That's my guess. You have generated a considerable amount of damage to my office complex, killed or wounded many of my security personnel, and cost my vice president of security his job. In 24 hours, you have accumulated quite a bill with me, sir. That's another... See, all of these etiquettes come into play in one shape or another whenever that happens. So these green dudes are the ghosts, or whatever they're called. How do you intend to settle your debt? Would you take a fat check, sir? You already confiscated the container I took. I have no other bargaining chips. So that kind of seems like a cop-out, though, isn't it? In a way. This seems a bit more of like a business one rather than be like, would you take a check? Like, haha, kind of thing. I'll do that. First, some instruction. You do not begin a negotiation by admitting that you have nothing with which to negotiate. I figured it was going to be like bad. However, you were considering your tactical situation. That tells me you are more than a mere street thug. Allow me to instruct you further. Or it was a good one, I guess. You have one piece of information which you might use as a bargaining chip in the little time you have left to live. Why you took what you took. I'm interested to know why you and your team of criminals fought your way through my security teams up to my private office to access the Matrix and uncover the location of a simple research project. Wait. Half-brother? Sam and Jessica are this dude's half-brother? Did I So there was some information about Sam and their mother, whom I forgot the name of already. I knew there was something related to the Telstrain line and the Watts line and things like that. I didn't know that they were half brothers or anything like that. Oh wait. It was his father who was the father of Sam and Jessica? I don't remember, but there was a little bit of that kind of stuff going on in the office that we were reading. The most protected item is usually the most valuable. That's why I took it. It goes like this: your half brother Sam Watts hired me to find his own killer. He had a DeadMan'sSwitch. When I find the killer, I get paid. I took the Aegis sample to kill giant insect spirits. So I could go with like the actual reason of why we really took it, or we could kind of poke at personal affairs. Let's do that. You impress me, sir. My father's bastards are intentionally not well known, even to themselves. Nevertheless, I fail to see the connection between this Sam Watts death and a raid on one of my office buildings. There's no connection between the research project and the dead man that I'm aware of. Okay, so yeah, so we're making it kind of not in a circle, but we're taking some shortcuts to make it easier to get to a full fleshed out story kind of thing. Sam was killed by your half sister Jessica. Jessica is protected by giant bugs. Aegis kills giant bugs. Kill the bugs, kill Jessica, get paid. I find your bluntness somehow refreshing. He touches a button on the desk. Mr. Quelth, please ask my daughter to join us. Ah, ha. The young, pretty elf has dark circles under her eyes and a haunted expression on her face. She recognizes you instantly. Yeah, Marie Louise. She's the one that we saw with Jessica. And I'm guessing Lynn has something to do with this? Is Lynn her mother? It's you. You're the man who helped me escape from the Universal Brotherhood. How did you get here? Telestrain cuts in quickly. Thank you, Marie Louise. You have confirmed the identity of your rescuer and given me a reason to forgive him for his trespasses against me. She looks hungry for your help. I'm glad you're here. Good to see you got out okay. You did well back there. This guy's your father? Yeah, glad you're okay. I'm not okay. I can't sleep at all. I'm afraid that this is a dream and that I'll wake up there and still be there with the bugs. You can relax, Marie Louise. You are safe. It is over. No, it won't be over until they are all dead. She shudders. You didn't see them. You don't understand. You and those men, you flew in here. All you do is talk. It's just like you were to form a committee, Father. I knew that someone had to take action. That's why I got Harkeem involved. Who's Harkeem? The already cold... Oh, Harkeem. He's, the... What's his name? The guy I didn't like on the last mission we were on. The Baron. The already cold exterior of James Telestrain the Third turns to ice. I see. It was you and your crippled little friend who leaked Aegis to this man. We will speak of it later in private. Now then, Trevok, there are people I wish you to meet. The committee my daughter alluded to. This is a rare opportunity for a man of the streets such as yourself. I didn't do that. I urge you to behave. We will adjourn to the library. I'm not really a committee joining sort of guy. Sounds like I don't have much of a choice. Yeah, I'd be delighted. I don't know if that was sarcasm or not. Just behave. It's a whatever the hell you want to take it, man. I just go with the flow. This is a weight in Telestrain's there's a weight in Telestrain's library, a sense of magnitude and of purpose. You are no longer in the presence of mere wealth. You are in the presence of history. Yeah. So we can't really look at their names, but yeah. Lady and gentlemen, this is Trevok. He is the dwarf who saved my daughter and the only one who has faced our common enemy in combat. Her Brachus. What does the representative of the great dragon, Lofur, have to tell us about the magical insect this Shadowrunner uncovered? Brachus speaks slowly in a deep, melodious German accent. He takes his time, accentuating each word, relishing each vowel and each consonant, tasting them as if they were a delicacy. My lord Lafweur, I don't know how to say that, has witnessed the insect spirit's physical manifestation before, roughly 9,000 years ago. As you are aware, magic ebbs and flows from the earth, cycling from peak to peak over the course of 5,200 years as the level of magic grows. Hans, dear, Harlequin, of course, looks like a Harlequin. Hans, dear, I love you, but you could babble on forever, and I believe time is of the essence. The painted elf addresses you. Trevok, is it? Delighted. The bug you fought... Ooh, nice. The bug you fought was not merely a magically awakened animal like a wyvern or a hydra, or something else in the sixth world. In fact, it isn't from this world at all. It's the physical embodiment of an insect spirit from another plane of existence. Yeah, so... forever ago, months ago, when we encountered those insects, I brought up the point of them being from a different plane of a cosmic entity and things like that. I'm just going to go with this because I have the etiquette for it. I believe that would explain why I wasn't able to damage it. The spirit itself is extraplanar. Yep, Algernon eyes you neatly. Bravo, that is precisely the idea. The insect spirit exists on both planes simultaneously. I've been impressed with you for some time, Trevok. It is good that you are here. Now an insect spirit can't simply thumb a ride through astral space and show up on Earth late for dinner. Dinner, in this case, being us. Two elements are required to bring one across the void. A shaman and a host. Right, that's something that we're familiar with. First, the spirit calls upon a shaman. Often in dreams, the spirit seduces the shaman with promises of great power. The shaman then accepts the spirit as his totem. Next, the insect spirit requires a suitable host. Which kind of seems like what that whole cult thing is about. Because from what we saw in there, they were insect with, humans on their backs and looked like they could have been not sewn on there, but just kind of fused with it in a very gruesome manner, of course. Best candidates are the disaffected and the disenfranchised. In short, the weak-willed. Their minds are the most susceptible to suggestion, which is helpful in making the transformation. As you may imagine, these are the sort of people easily attracted to a cult, such as Universal Brotherhood. Dun-dun-dun. I already figured this stuff out before. just how in the game, in the world, they put it in. That's kind of what I was like, I don't know. Finally, by performing what has to be a truly disgusting ritual, the shaman serving the insect totem implants the spirit into the host, willingly or not. Then it's feeding time. Oh. Harlequiness. Correct. Oh, is correct. The insect spirit will then slowly consume its host while transforming it into the spirit's own insectoid body, thus manifesting itself fully on this plane. What does this have to do with a great dragon and an elf who likes cosmetics? Yeah. Wiz, bugs from another dimension need killing. I get it. I don't like the sound of this. I actually don't. You shouldn't. It's bad. Really, really bad. The initial bugs prepare a nest for the summoning of a queen. Once a nest has its queen, she literally explodes with newly manifested insect spirits. They swarm out of the nest, feasting on all the flesh they can find and implanting more insect spirits into the fresh corpses, again and again and again. The room falls silent as they all consider the scenario, faces grim. Telestrain breaks the silence. This is not an infestation, Trevoke. It is an invasion. My Lord Lafleur knew this day would come, but he did not know how precisely, when, or where. Your rescue of Mr. Telestrain's daughter has exposed the existence of an insect spirit for the first time in this cycle of the world. So the sixth world, I'm assuming, is like a cycle. Then why don't you just fire a cruise missile at the Brotherhood and call it a day? From what it sounds like, there are multiple branches. There are multiple branches of the Brotherhood. And things like that. So you're early to party this time. That gives you the upper hand, right? We're not early. We merely have experience on our side. The insect spirit is only a resident in the transformed host's body. Conventional weapons can hurt the body and expose the spirit by the spirit itself, but the spirit itself cannot be destroyed by mundane means. Hence, Project Aegis. Herr Telestrain's biotechnology and agricultural divisions worked with my Lord Lafleur's thaumaturgical engineers and designed Project Aegis to destroy an insect spirit once it is released from its host. The formula of fluorescing astral bacteria strain exists in the physical and astral plane at once and can thus affect the insect spirit. Now that was a mouthful. Did you memorize it, or are you reading it off of index cards? My doctor of R&D, Diane Ravenwood, will explain how Project Aegis will be used in the field. Dr. Ravenwood? So she's this one right here. Our weapons specialists have rapidly prototyped a delivery device for the fluorescing astral bacteria strain. They've created some prototype launchers which fire Aegis-filled shells. Then fired, the shells will discharge a high-velocity stream of the bacteria. In order to destroy one of the bugs, it must first be damaged using conventional weapons or magic until the spirit is released from the host body. Then the insect spirit must be shot with the Project Aegis prototype launcher to destroy it. So in order to stop an invasion of insects from another dimension, a dragon and an elf co-created a magical insecticide. I guess this is a multi-dimensional bug spray? Stops bugs dead. Got it. Alright, let's do that. Crudely put, but accurate. We must stop the Universal Brotherhood from summoning a queen, and we must stop them immediately. You are the only one who has been inside their facility and the only one who has personally fought these creatures before. That, along with your high effective assault upon my property, indicates that you are the ideal person to lead the attack. I'm flattered. Thanks so much. Glad you're convinced because I'm not. No one's ever used this magic. Hey, what makes you think that it'll actually work? He grins and his red lipstick catches the light, because it has to. Come on, kid. When fate taps you on the shoulder, you've got to pay attention. Unfortunately, She has the nasty habit of tapping you on the opposite shoulder, so that when you turn around, she's on your other side, giggling like a deranged schoolgirl. I hate that. Enough. Are you willing to undergo this mission, Trevok? I'm a professional, and professionals get paid for their work. I assume that serving all mankind involves compensation. I've played him like straight up and honest, and sometimes blunt, but not always just about the money kind of thing. You had me at killing bugs. Show me how to use Aegis, and I'll get it done. Excellent. He claps his hands as if seeing the circus for the first time. I love the way that the short-lived are willing to die even faster. It's very inspirational. Brackus raises his hand, and Harlequin's clapping instantly stops. There is one final note, a warning, if you will. You have seen the danger the insects represent, but you have not witnessed the shaman's power. The shaman must tap into a powerful source of magic in order to summon a queen. We do not know what abilities that power source will grant. Beware of the insects, but do not underestimate the shaman. And I'm guessing 10,000. Holy shit. So I'm guessing that the shaman is probably Jessica. That's my guess. Hey, don't scare the kid, Hansel. We still need him to go on the mission. By the by, I'm coming with you, Trevok. I wouldn't mind seeing these creatures for myself. I missed them last time. Telestrain will bankroll you so you can hire the rest of the team. Find me when you're ready to go, and we'll bug right out of here. Ha ha ha. He sighs. Yes, speak with Harlequin when you are ready to depart. If you wish to acquire additional supplies for your mission, find my assistant, Quoth. He is highly resourceful. Alright. 8? Damn. Alright, well, we're definitely going to be speaking to Quoth for some equipment and such. Look at what we can do for this kind of stuff. So, more hit points would be cool. What's this again? Excellent for humans and elves, yeah, and then trolls, orc. So dwarves get obviously more than humans and elves do. We could try to get more stuff in ranged. Oh, is that as far as we can go? Overwatch, if not yet unlocked. Why can't I go? Oh, because of 5. Yeah, duh. I need to do this. Used to calculate the chance to hit, and range combat reduces the chance to be hit by enemy physical attacks. So, I mean, that's cool as a whole. Intelligence is obviously our thing. Biotech could be cool. I mean, so far we've got a lot of these, and we could already get the best drones. Having this stuff is good, though. +2 dodge. And then +2 AP for the drones. Willpower isn't our thing. Charisma is, though. Increased spellbook slot if not yet unlocked. What's this? Conjuring. Main component to calculate the chance to hit with conjuring spells. Spirit control? Let's do a little bit of that. Used by shaman to summon spirits. The higher the skill, the more powerful the summon spirit. I think I'd like to keep these sort of the same. I don't want to be able to... I don't want to have really powerful summons, but won't be able to control them as well. So I'm going to kind of try to balance them as much as I can. So let's do just the conjuring part. And also you could get special abilities and things like that with this sort of thing. So that seems kind of cool. Just go with that for now. Quick save. So Quoth, where is he? Oh, we could talk to her a little bit more. He's a quest person, so let's talk to her. I was listening. It sounds bad. Yep. Thank you for everything. It'll be fine. I believe you. You look like you have a question. Why were you locked up at the Universal Brotherhood? Father didn't approve of my boyfriend and tried to scare him off. Something went wrong, and Harkham ended up in a wheelchair. Father covered the whole thing up and lied to me about Harkham. He told me horrible things. Her jaw clenches, and I believed him. My Aunt Lynn. Okay, so Lynn is her aunt, then. Okay, so James' sister. Told me the truth about Harkham and how my father lied. She preyed upon my anger. I was so disgusted with him. It was easy for her to get me to leave and join her new family at the Universal Brotherhood. What did she and the Universal Brotherhood want with you? Aunt Lynn was very excited to have me there, almost manic. She talked about the inner circle and how I was going to be at its center. She said I would be their queen. The way she spoke, it was as if she'd seen God or something. Her eyes close, and she hugs herself tightly. But it's not God she sees, it's bugs, only bugs. Was it Harkham who helped me in the Matrix? She smiles in love. Yes, even after my father ruined his life and convinced me to hate him, he's still been watching over me. My angel in cyberspace, Baron Samedi. After he escaped, I told Harkham. Well, after we escaped, I told Harkham about the Brotherhood and about the bugs. It was his idea to steal Project Aegis so you could go back into the Universal Brotherhood and exterminate the bugs. But I don't know how he knew about it. Baron Samedi just knows things. So what did Harkham tell you about us breaking into your father's office? Nothing. I haven't spoken to him since last night. Why? What happened? Went as planned until your father's people found me and brought me in. Yeah, of course it went as planned. Harkham is amazing in Matrix. I'm sure I'll hear from him soon. I should go. But it's weird that she kind of like brushed off the whole thing about her father's people. Probably the Lone Star. Lone Star then to catch up to us and, not abduct us, but, take us into custody for a little bit. Mr. Quoth, in addition to the Aegis-loaded launchers we will provide, I'm authorized to outfit you with anything from weapons to supplies to clothing. Show me the gear first. Weapons. We got 1,200. Alright. Ooh, Smart Link. Damn. Oh, that's right. I wanted to get this. Oh, it's an assault shotgun. That's not what I wanted. One of the longer range stuff. This one. Oh, I already have one better. It was this one that I wanted. Or even this. The Smart Link weapon. That would have been cool. I don't have the skills for that. We could get better drones. From Eris, this is one of the best combat hover drones in the market. And then support a drone in the biz. It'll drop a grenade, medkit, and even fight. So these two I was looking at earlier. I can go back to talking to him. Oh. I'm used to playing games where I is inventory, so can we not? Alright, so yeah, gear, drones. Buy these, I guess. Ooh, that's 7,000. Revert. Let's look at outfits. Well, we could get this one as the best armor, but this gives us the best of armor and skill bonuses. And I also found out that you can't actually equip your partners. So let's also look maybe at that. I'm sure that can be arranged. Show me what you have for cyberware. Current essence 4, essence after operation 4. So it costs 4 essence to do that. Have I done as much as I can as far as that stuff is concerned? Ooh. Dermal plating, basic. What did that one do? Plus 6 HP. You get this and just give us some armor. Huh. I mean, this would be cool. It's cheaper than the alpha one, but it still gives us +1 quickness. Which might help us get the better weapon, like the better gun. That's tempting. Either this one or the armor. Why not both? I'm just kidding. No, I wouldn't get both, to be honest. It's a bit expensive on both ends to try to do that. So that'd be 4,500. To get that, we'd be at around 8,000. I could sell the gun. Oh, so I can't get this then? Oh, it's because of the actual... So it's either armor or HP and quickness. I think I'd rather do armor. Because as a whole, armor protects you. You know, I mean, obviously same as that kind of stuff. Okay. Should be fine with that. Actually, getting the other one would have been better because I could have maybe have gotten the better weapon. Ah, man. Oh well. I'm alright. I think that's fine. And also I've been save scumming like crazy when it comes to things. Alright, so we could talk to Algernon. Well, actually any of them really. Let's talk to him. Even Telestrain we can talk to. May I provide spells, spirit folky, or fetishes to help you on this critical quest? I have questions first. Speak it. Were you spying on me at the Seamstresses Union? His eyes widen at the question. You mistake your importance, Trevok. No, I was not spying on you until Mr. Telestrain's summons. You were beneath my notice. I saw only a customer. How do you require my magic? Who are you? I'm a peddler of magical spells, spirits. Okay, nothing more. Truly? No. Do you require my magic? I know that he's definitely obviously something else beyond this world kind of thing. Yeah. Yeah, we can't do spells, but we can do the conjuring stuff. Weapons. Oh, right, that kind of stuff. We could get these, Fog, an area effect spell that reduces the chance to target someone by 15% and lasts for 3 rounds. So we'd put that like around us then, right? Is that the idea? I would guess so. Quiet Bomb, an area effect spell that reduces any sound made in it to 0. Which, I don't know. I kind of don't see the point in that. The target of the silence spell makes no noise for 4 rounds. Why is noise relevant in this? I mean, I'm sure it is one way or another, but I don't see how it is. Yeah, let's get that. Ganger mask. Oh yeah, I could sell that. Oh yeah, confirm that. Can I not sell anything to you? You stash sell items. Yeah, there we go. Hans Brachus. You did not allow my opportunities during our briefing for you to ask questions, Shadowrunner. You may ask them now. How did insect spirits get here? When the membrane between planes thins, the insect spirits reach into the mind of the shaman and begin their manipulation, playing on weaknesses and offering unlimited power if the rituals needed to bring the spirits here are performed. But once a shaman takes on an insect spirit as a totem, they begin an inevitable decline into insanity, slowly losing their humanity. Eventually, the shaman completely succumbs, choosing the contentment and sense of clear purpose that being part of a hive provides. Perform your role, serve your queen, that is all. So yeah, it's very much of that thing. So it's interesting because how they have done the whole thing of do your part for the hive kind of thing. It's like with the Universal Brotherhood, the whole thing of leaving your old family behind and serve your new one, it kind of makes them already move to that kind of attitude where it's the whole thing of, my new family, so definitely leave the old one behind. And that's not all they think about, but it's a big thing of what they think about. So I'm wondering if that's sort of a reason or a thing that they're doing to make that sort of thing happen. But I don't know. If Luffier had seen this before and knew another was coming, why didn't he move faster? What's it like to serve a great dragon? The German man's eyes narrow. Do not misconstrue my relationship with Lord Lafouer. I do not serve. Where do they come from? As the level of magic in the Sixth World grows, for lack of better word, the distance between the various planes of reality decreases. When the membrane between the planes is thin enough, ritual magic may be used to draw beings from one to another. Yeah. Why didn't he move faster? Based upon the previous cycles of magic, the first insects are not due to appear for another 700 years. My Lord Lafouer believed he was well ahead of schedule. Something is different this time. It is concerning. Why do you think it's different this time? Perhaps it is due to the population of humans and metahumans on Earth being so much higher than in previous ages. As a result, the volume of magic created by sentient beings is correspondingly higher. Or perhaps it is the density of the population, coupled with the advances of society and technology, that has altered things. Magic has never returned to a world like this one before. The density of sentient creatures, coupled with the density of information, coupled with a new concept, the technological persistence of memory, heightens a society's extensional angst. Thus, more people realize how truly horrible existence is simultaneously. That in itself may be a form of magic. Lofweir is studying the question now. Okay. Yes, good luck. Cool. I like him. Oh. Yeah, provide. Okay, so no. Let's ask him about some more stuff. Is there something I can clarify for you? Tell me more about Project Aegis. Telestrain Industries Corporation has been... Why would you put Industries and Corporation at... Oh, never mind. Whatever. Has been working on Project Aegis for 2 years without fully understanding its use. Lafouer did not trust me with the information. My engineers finally met the Dragon's specifications 3 months ago and had just begun the production process with my cousin, Lynn. I'm confused. So cousin's daughter's aunt is still. I don't know. I'm a little bit confused about how they tied that family stuff together. When my cousin Lynn hired Shadowrunners to destroy the lab and the factory, leaving us only the sample you stole. Right. Okay. Why was Marie Louise taken by the Universal Brotherhood? The host for the Queen is chosen very carefully, as the interactions between the Queen and lead shaman are critical. The family connection between the two roles is ideal. As you have considered my father's indiscretion with Melinda Watts, you know that Jessica Watts, the shaman, and Marie Louise are related by blood. I would appreciate if that information remained in the shadows. How do I use Aegis? My people have weaponized the Project Aegis formula by creating shells which, when fired, propel a high-velocity cloud of the material, which should be effective at killing exposed insect spirits. There are more effective ways to deliver Aegis, obviously, but time was of the essence and I needed to improvise. Fair enough. I like the look of these dudes. Pretty cool. Alright, Harley, we're ready to go. Are you ready to get knee deep in ectoplasm? I have a few questions first. Of course you do. Who are you? I am he as you are me, and we are all together. You're a walrus? He bows with a flourish. I am Harlia Quinn, the light bearer. Last Knight of the Crying Spire. That's a fancy title. He who manipulates Shadowrunners and fights duels with assholes. And for the next hour or two, I am at your service. How do we kill an insect spirit again? The fun gory stuff. Step 1. Damage the bug using conventional weapons and magic until the spirit is released from the host body. Step 2. Shoot to the insect spirit and using the Project Aegis launcher that Telestrain's people created. Step 3. Keep shooting until either the spirit is dead or you are bug food. Rinse and repeat. What's the connection between the bugs and the Universal Brotherhood? Harlequin's eyes glitter at the question. Oh, this one is genius. Genius! Talk about hiding in plain sight. This cycle, the bugs didn't use some whacked out shaman in a small rural village as their portal. They're thinking big. They set up shop in every major city, created a major marketing campaign, and then began aggressively recruiting the dropouts, the disaffected, and the deranged, just like any good cult. If Aegis fails, if we fail, the world will be absolutely overrun by bugs. It's brilliant. Does Hans really work for a great dragon? No. Yeah, I'm ready to stomp some bugs. I thought you'd never ask. Swap with another item. Oh, good lord. Well, this then, I guess. I suppose you should know, Telestrain's Technologies only had time to create a few prototype Aegis launchers. I'll be taking one, naturally. Another one is for you. Treat her well. If you want additional bug-splattering firepower, James has agreed to allow one of his personal elite guard to accompany us with the final prototype weapon. I think I'll take that. And now, let us away. We have a date with Destiny, and she doesn't like to be kept waiting. Indeed, I wouldn't expect it. So we could take one of the ghosts, or some other people, or one other person. Excuse me. More dwarves. There are a lot of dwarves in here. I mean, I don't mind. They're dwarves, not dwarfs. Elite special forces of the Black Banner from the Elven Nation of Tyr. Yeah, let's take them. Let's take one of them. Oh, we could also get another one. A Colt M23. Okay. I've always liked Coyote. I realize I don't have any health packs. Let's actually... Ah, shit. Exit. Exit real quick. Let's, I have no health. I've come to realize I have no health. Yeah, show me the gear. Consumables. Let's get... Well, I know it's only going to cost like literally 2,200 to get people. So I might spend a little bit on drones. We'll have to see. Let's get advanced drone repair, at least one. And a simple one. Possibly, yeah. And it looks like let's get a normal trauma kit, a premium med kit. Yeah, that looks fine. Drones. That'd leave us with just enough to be able to get... Actually, you know what? Let's exit. Do a hard save. And then, reload if I end up screwing us over. Okay, so how do I... Oh, right. That and that. There we go. Actually, let's kind of put the Guardian first and then that. Confirm. And then sell these two. I'm going to keep this just because I'm going to need it again. I don't want to screw myself with that. So we've got still 4,600 because I sold the other drones. We're fine. We're fine. And they look badass as hell. Yeah, let's go. Yep. Coyote and one of the ghosts. And I think we're actually pretty well prepared for this kind of stuff. Oh. A dragon swad. Yep, filled with a magical insecticide. Great. Confirm. Yep. So what I could have done is I can't really do anything besides some of the other kind of stuff. Like, as far as ranged goes. I mean, I have my drones. I have my combat drone to do stuff, so I'd have to just hide in a corner and just, you know, hunker down. But anyway, so I'm going to leave the episode here real quick, just to... before I have another almost 2-hour episode, because I tend to do that in the past. This is running a lot better, so as far as editing, it's going to be a lot easier to do, rather than cutting out all the choppy bits. But still, nonetheless, it'd be much easier to kind of leave this sort of thing, you know, going like this. But yeah, so I'm going to leave it here. Thank you all for watching, and also for all the support that I've been given in the last, you know, however month, 8 months or something like that. I've been doing YouTube. Well, 6 months, and then I've been taking a break for nearly 4. So it's been a while. But thank you for all the support either way. And also, if you'd like to, I stream Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, from about 11 a.m. Mountain Standard Time for roughly about 6 to 8 hours. Depends on how I feel. But if you want to drop by and support the channel, that way you can as well. I just need 3 more followers, and yeah, just 3 more followers to become an affiliate on Twitch. So I'd really appreciate that support. And also, please share this video, like and subscribe. Comment on how you feel about recent events that have happened in here. Any questions that you might have about my streaming life and how things have been going with that, or just anything like that in general. Suggestions for games to play on stream, because I kind of just play what I feel like at the whim of whatever I want to play. So if you have a suggestion and I can, get it, sure, I'll do that. But anyway, I will see you guys in the next video. Until then, take care. Bye bye.